What's up, you guys? This is EJHBK here again to bring you the Raw review for Monday, August the 20th, 2012. First off, let me acknowledge why I didn't do a Summerslam review. I was gone all day. My best friend had her birthday yesterday. She turned 21, so yeah, I couldn't do the review last night because I didn't see most of it, but I saw the last parts of it, like the triple threat match with CM Punk and Big Show John Cena, and then I saw the Perfect Storm match with Brock Lesnar and Triple H. Before I get to the Raw review, my thoughts on SummerSlam. It was an okay pay-per-view, not good but not bad, leaps and bounds better build-up wise than SummerSlam 2011. So that's what I get. So anyway, we kick off the show tonight with Brock Lesnar being introduced as the man that basically broke Triple H's arm and broke the spirit of the WWE. Paul Heyman, of course, great on the mic. He showed what happened with Brock Lesnar and all that type of stuff. What Brock Lesnar did to Triple H and all that. And then he called Scott Armstrong to the ring. Brock Lesnar backing him up a little bit out of intimidation, patting him on the shoulder, telling him thanks, good job for the job well done and shit like that. Paul Heyman then got back on the mic and told the WWE Universe, including myself at home, that Brock Lesnar is the new King of Kings, that Brock Lesnar is the Lord of the Ring and shit like that. And after he said all that, Brock Lesnar did this bullshit and just left. Opening segment, it was alright. They've been hyping that Shawn Michaels was going to be there live via his home in San Antonio, Texas, to do an interview. So they showed a little thing of that before commercial break. So, with that being said, our first match from commercial break was a six-man tag team match, which featured the Boom and Truth of Kofi Kingston and R-Truth, the tag team champions, and Sin Cara versus the team of the Primetime Players, PTP, minus AW, hashtag bring back AW, bring him back, and hashtag don't vote for Linda. So anyway, PTP is and my man, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes came and teamed with them. Okay, way to kick off the show tonight. I just gotta say, why in the hell wasn't Sin Cara and Cody Rhodes on pay-per-view last night? I don't get it. That would have been like perfect time to showcase like a whole lot of the young stars last night, but instead they gave time to Kevin Rudolph. Don't get me wrong, I like Kevin Rudolph, but they could have had a lot more time devoted to some of the matches that were on here tonight for no fucking reason whatsoever. Fucking. So anyway, oh yeah, and then that being said, the PTPers, primetime players, and Sin Cara and them. Sin Cara got the pin on Cody Rhodes, of course, because Cody Rhodes was too busy fucking with the mask and shit. Like I said, an okay match, not too much to write home about and whatnot. Cody Rhodes talking about you got lucky, some bitch. So then they showed the little graphic with tonight with Kane and Zack Ryder versus the team of The Miz and Daniel Bryan, the master of the no lock and shit like that. Then we went backstage with AJ Lee, and guess who came back with a new look, sort of? The newest Harvard Law, David A. List Otunga. Yes, the cup is back. David Otunga came back tonight, and he came back trying to get some legal advice to AJ. But of course, he mentioned the word crazy, and AJ gave him that look in her eyes, like, what the fuck did you just say, you little bastard? Calling her crazy and shit. But he really didn't mean to, so he put him in a match for later tonight against an opponent of her choosing. She actually came on there to talk about how CM Punk was going to choose his opponent per her approval and shit like that. My question is to the YWC, out there. Like, are y'all tired of AJ Lee as general manager already? I know I am. How about you? Comment down below if you really think so. So anyway, we get back from commercials, and you know what time it is. A Ryback squash. Yes. WWE, feed him 3. Stop giving him 2. Feed him 3. Yes, Ryback versus 2 random jobbers. Oh boy. And the interesting thing about this was that Jinder Mahal came in and actually interfered and caused Ryback a win. So Ryback still won, but he fucked up the whole domination, you know. I think Jinder Mahal and Ryback could be a good feud if done right. I don't think Jinder Mahal should beat Ryback or anything like that. I just think it would be, like, for a feud-wise, it would be a good start for Ryback just to see where he goes. You know what I'm saying? Against the heel, like a Jinder Mahal, a critical heel. And if Ryback does beat Jinder, like, where does Jinder Mahal go? I think Jinder Mahal could be a good heel. I heard WWE's very high on him. Not too high, but a little bit high on him. So that could be a good thing in the future. So, yeah. So then we go backstage with Jericho is texting, apparently on Twitter. And Dolph Ziggler comes back saying, you know I can beat you. You won the big one. Blah, blah, blah. Want me rematch. And that's when AJ Lee comes out talking about Chris Jericho and Dolph Ziggler will go one-on-one again. And this time, if Dolph Ziggler wins, Jericho's contract is terminated. Basically, writing Jericho out because he's not booked up for any shows. He's going to be on the Fozzy tour, basically. But if Jericho wins Dolph Ziggler's Money in the Bank contract is up. We all knew, but we'll talk about what we all knew was going to happen in like short minutes later in the review. But anyway, we cut back from commercial. Before commercial break, however, we cut to Mr. Alberto Del Rio coming out. He was very upset at poor Ricardo Rodriguez offering him some water. Like, agua, agua, just smacked the shit out of it. Then we come back from commercial. Alberto Del Rio has a match. He's demanding that Booker T address the World Heavyweight title situation. And I gotta agree with Alberto Del Rio and Michael Cole. What the fuck? Sheamus cheated. This is some bullshit. This is a travesty to the destiny of Alberto Del Rio. This is a travesty, damn it. Booker, you better fix this Friday. Fix it, damn you. So, since Booker T wasn't there, and Alberto Del Rio was dressed for competition, AJ skipped her little happy ass on out here and basically made a match with Alberto Del Rio and this man, and you all know who that turned out to be, right? Mr. RKO himself, baby. The member of the Breakfast Club, Randy Orton, came in and they had a match. It was another decent little match, of course. Randall, Keith Orton, and whatnot. Sheamus comes out, joins us on the commentary booth, being typical face Sheamus, coming out and talking about how he's still the World Heavyweight Champion and whatnot. It doesn't matter what happened, and dabbity blue and whatnot, shit the fuck, and all that type of stuff. So yeah, finish came where Sheamus, Alberto Del Rio was going to get the win because Sheamus got distracted. I mean, not Sheamus, but Randy Orton got distracted. I'm so sorry. Randy Orton got distracted. Alberto Del Rio hit the backstabber, and then he was going to get the win, but Randy Orton got his foot on the rope, and Sheamus, like Michael Cole so elegantly put, being a tattletale, kind of fucked that shit up for Del Rio. So, yeah, Del Rio fucking shit up for Sheamus fucking shit up for Del Rio. That being said, Alberto screams and shit in Spanish with Sheamus. And then Randall, Keith Orton, Ring Boner hits the RKO. Shit the boom, that's all said and done. Randy Orton's your winner. How much y'all want to bet that Randy Orton's going to be the next #1 contender, or it's going to be another triple threat match? This time with Randy Orton, Alberto, and Sheamus. That's going to happen. It's going to happen. Randy Orton's getting a title shot. I don't know why y'all denying it. It's happening. It's going to happen. Trust me. So anyway, we go to a tout sent by, well, not a tout, but we go to a interview of WWE.com sent in by CM Punk saying that everybody should respect him because he beat The Big Show and John Cena, and he didn't sign up for a 2 out of 3 falls. He signed up for a triple threat, which will lead into what happens later on in the night with him picking his opponent for the next pay-per-view and whatnot. Then we come back from commercial, and then they showed Antonio Cesaro, a.k.a. Claudio Castagnoli, winning the U.S. title against Santino. My thoughts are about Antonio Cesaro, a.k.a. Claudio. I hope he does big things for WWE. He's a great talent, amazing talent. ROH, PWG, Wrestling Gorilla, all that type of stuff. Great tag team partner with Chris Hero, Kings of Wrestling, KOW, Kings Reign Supreme. Yeah, I hope Chris does a whole lot of things. I hope Claudio does great things in WWE, and I hope his U.S. title run is good, and all that type of stuff. So they show us the SummerSlam, what happened at the SummerSlam access that nobody gave 2 shits about. And then we go to the match that, in a lot of people's opinion, the YWC should have been on the SummerSlam card. The match that the Sled Daddy so eloquently put could have really benefited. And that's Brodus Clay versus Damien Sandow. Why in the hell did they put this on Raw? It's beyond me, when they could have booked it for SummerSlam. I don't know. I thought the company was high on Damien Sandow. Apparently they are, but anyway, going into the match, Brodus Clay dominated the majority of it, and then Sandow just so happened to get a cheap win, like a roll-up to the tights and whatnot. And then after the match, Brodus Clay gets his little payback by splatting the fuck out of him. Once again, the fucking dactyls, I need to lay babies in them. Smokey, I call dibs on the fucking dactyls. I call fucking dibs. So anyway, I mean, why they didn't do this on SummerSlam? It's like they threw some of the stuff that had potential to be good on the SummerSlam card to the fucking wayside. Like, come on now. I mean, again, SummerSlam last night was good build-wise, but come on now. Match-wise. So, then we cut from commercial again and go to the interview with Shawn Michaels and how he's talking about it's hard to look a man in the face, and talk about it's hard to look a man in the face, and telling that he was telling the truth, and he didn't tell him the truth that maybe he could, if he would have told Triple H that he couldn't beat Brock Lesnar, then maybe he could beat him and whatnot. And Shawn Michaels getting like real emotional and shit, like Triple H, the WWE loves you and all that type of stuff. The fans love you. I don't know nothing about that, Shawn, but I respect him for getting where he is. Even if it is stomping and burying people for no fucking reason. I do respect him. I never said I loved him now. Don't get that twisted, Shawn. So anyway, Shawn being emotional, then we cut from that, cut to commercial, then we come back from commercial. The Harvard graduate with the little cup in his hand takes on an opponent that AJ Lee picked, and of course, the Big Show comes out, of course. Big Show coming in all his little glory and fury and whatnot. Poor David Otunga didn't get a fucking shot in. Big Show beat his ass in fucked up order. Poor David. He does a movie and he gets his ass beat. Oh well. Anyway, it was a fucking squash. Big Show wins. Who fucking cares? I don't. Because it's Big Show. Should have done this a long time ago, but he was an angry giant. So anyway, the first hour main event was Randy Orton and Alberto Del Rio. The second hour main event was Kane and Zack Ryder, a fucked up odd pairing, versus Daniel Bryan and The Miz, another odd pairing. The yes chance was fucking deafening. Let me tell you that much. So anyway, we get to this match, and it was an okay tag team match with Daniel Bryan and Miz controlling the majority of it until Zack got the tag, and let's just say Daniel Bryan didn't want shit, none of that. Daniel Bryan slapped the fuck out of him. Yeah, he slapped the fuck out of Kane. I'm sorry for flubbing my words. Slapped the fuck out of Kane and got the hell out of Dodge. So that was the end of that. And Kane, after that, Kane just went fucking batshit crazy for no fucking reason. Well, he had a reason, because the man just slapped the fuck out of him. So Kane went fucking crazy. Choke slammed the shit out of Zack Ryder. Tombstone pile drove his ass to the fucking mat. And then we go to the WWE.com interview set by John Cena last night. And then we go to CM Punk backstage and talking about how he thanks AJ Lee for letting him name his opponent for the Night of Champions. And then they cut to before they cut to commercial, they announced a fucking Divas Battle Royal, which I'll get to in a second, because who won this thing? Very surprising. And then we come back from commercial. Hey, you know who won this? You know who won this? Fucking Caitlyn. Of all the fucking motherfuckers to win this damn thing, fucking Caitlyn won this bitch. Can you believe this? Fucking Caitlyn won. Damn. Caitlyn fucking won this battle royal. I didn't give no shit, but goddamn, I would have thought Eve would have won this bitch. Where the fuck was Beth Phoenix at? I tell you, the Divas division has gone to hell in a handbasket. Sorry, Layla, I love you, but fuck. Divas division has gone to hell since they released Karma, since they made Beth Phoenix a fucking joke now, basically. Divas division has gone to hell. I agree with God at this moment. I agree with Triple H. Bring in tag teams. Fuck the Divas division. The Divas division kiss my ass at this point. So, yeah, that was that fucking match. And then they showed a recap again of what happened last night. And then they showed a tout of Brock Lesnar quitting, #quitting the WWE. Like, ain't no fucking way in hell he quit. Man, y'all niggas need to quit. Y'all niggas need to shut the fuck up. They just using Brock's contract until they can find a way to get him again. Fuck that quitting shit. He did that last time he came back. The fuck? Then they showed a video package of my boy, Wade Barrett. Did he look like a beast with his beard? Oh, ooh, I can't wait till Wade Barrett come back and beats bad. Ooh. And then they come back from that talking about fucking AJ Lee's tweets and shit like that. Fuck this bullshit. And we come back. Then we come back to backstage with Vicky Guerrero talking to Dolph Ziggler, talking about we need to win this. This shit is for VR. At that moment, Dolph Ziggler should have fucking said, no, Vicky, tonight, fuck you. I'm gonna win it. This should have been the exact moment that him and Vicky Guerrero should have been done. Over. This isn't about you, bitch. This is about my Money in the Bank briefcase and the fact that I'm defending it and the fact that I could lose it. Not you, motherfucker. Me. Had you done your shit, we wouldn't even been through this. My turn. This is my shit, motherfucker. Not you. You riding my coattail. And just left. But no, he still sticks with Vicky. WWE, split him up with Vicky. Please split them up. Because I'm tired of seeing her on my TV. It was one thing when she was generating heel heat I could deal with. But her on my damn TV, every time I see Dolph Ziggler, I'm never going to take him seriously. I'm never going to take him seriously. So then we get to, of course, it's going to be the match of the night. Let's look who's in the fucking ring. Chris Jericho and Dolph Ziggler. Of course, this was match of the night, of course. I thought Jericho and Dolph did a good job. A lot of people might think it's not going to be better than the Summerslam match last night, but it was what it was. It was a good TV match. Finish came where Dolph Ziggler put the knees up when Jericho was about to go for the Lionsaw and then went for the zigzag. I'm surprised the match ended right there because I thought they were going to drag this out a little bit longer, but Dolph Ziggler officially won and Jericho's contract with WWE is terminated. Nah, he ain't terminated, bitches. Taking a Fozzy break. That's what I like to call it. He taking a Fozzy break. Fozzy. So anyway, after the match, Jericho, I thought Jericho was gonna handle Dolph the briefcase out of respect, but no, Jericho just fucked him up with it and then hit his code breaker and left. So yeah, Dolph got the win, but the attention goes to the departed Jericho, I guess. So with that being said, that feud ends there. At least Dolph got a win over Jericho, but it wasn't like a SummerSlam or a Survivor Series or a Mania or anything. But hey, we can at least say that Jericho got a big win at SummerSlam. Yeah. Fuck yeah. And then they showed the trailer for the day. Who gives a fuck? I don't really care. And then we go to the segment that I'm most interested about. We go to where CM Punk attempts to call out John Cena. But before he calls out Cena, he wants Jerry Lawler to apologize about the little comment he said a couple of weeks ago about how CM Punk turned his back on the WWE Universe. But before that came out, John Cena comes out, of course, and then CM Punk goes on his little tirade about how CM Punk, John Cena is always in the main event, despite CM Punk being WWE champion. Half of that is true, but he talked about he took a back seat out of respect. No, motherfucker, you took a back seat because John Cena is the Breakfast Club. You second tier to the Breakfast Club, regardless. If John Cena and God are on the main event card, you're gonna take a back seat regardless. Look at SummerSlam last night. Look at John Cena while he's been WWE champion. But I digress. He's talking about how the people, no matter what happens, no matter what you do, the people will listen to what you say. The people will buy to what you say. And CM Punk demands John Cena to call him the best in the world. And then John takes the mic in, and what I thought, he dogged her. Did anybody else see that he kind of dogged the shit out of CM Punk, talking about respect this, respect that? That's all I heard out of this whole thing. We know Cena and Punk is going to happen. We just know it. They're just denying the inevitable. I'm surprised they ain't book it for tonight. I'm surprised they ain't book it already. But we know it's going to happen. John Cena said, pick any motherfucker you want. I don't care. Yes, you do. Liar. I don't care. Liar. So anyway, John Cena leaves after officially dogging the fuck out of CM Punk, I guess. CM Punk in the ring still kind of a little butthurt. A little butthurt. So anyway, after John leaves, he says, alright, motherfucker, I got business to attend to. Jerry Lawler, get your ass in the ring and apologize. Jerry Lawler apologizing to him for whatever fucking reason. And then CM Punk wants Jerry Lawler to call him the best in the world, and Jerry Lawler immediately says no. So CM Punk took the liberty, feeling butthurt again, took the liberty of kicking the holy shit out of Jerry the King Lawler and left him lying while CM Punk just creepily and silently looked over. So, 3-hour Raw. What did I think of Raw this week? It was an okay show. Not solid, not great, but okay. Subscribe up above. Leave a comment down below. Do you think John Cena dogged the shit out of CM Punk? All I heard was respect. Do you also think that CM Punk's character is going to be full of shit? Do you also think that it's going to be John Cena and Rock at the Royal Rumble? I think so. Or do you think they'll just go with Rock and Cena and Mania again? And just put poor old CM Punk in the back burner? I think they will. I don't want to think that, but I know they will. So again, this has been ZJHBK with my Raw review. Once again, an okay show. Nothing to write home about. And for some of y'all that think Summerslam was actually great, yeah. It was great bill-wise, but could have been a whole lot better. Sorry.